country. And it is in line with that obligation, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this country had to rise to the occasion to be the lead country in, Mr. Speaker, sir, implementing the international obligation to provide a peacekeeping force to the nation of Haiti upon a request by the UN Security Council, but Mr. Speaker, sir, further, upon a formal request by the nation of Haiti to this country and the compliance with the processes. Mr. Speaker, sir, having confirmed that all the other necessary public consultations and participation have been complied with, Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee has met severally and received submissions from stakeholders, but foremost, Mr. Speaker, sir, from the Cabinet Secretary of Interior and National Administration, the Inspector General of the National Police, and affirmed, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this country has the capacity to deploy the police, the security that is required, Mr. Speaker, sir, as set out, Mr. Speaker, sir. And as I second this motion, Mr. Speaker, sir, it is important to underline that in the deployment of the 1,000 forces to Haiti, we shall deploy senior officers, including a mission commander, a chief of operations officer, a chief of staff, a logistics officer, 96 personnel, but most importantly, Mr. Speaker, sir, 655 constables who shall not only provide training and guidance and capacity building to the police in Haiti, but that will work with the police to ensure that the restoration of national peace in Haiti is undertaken. Mr. Speaker, sir, this House is alive to the fact that Haiti has a fair extraction of its citizenry from Africa. This House is also alive to the fact that Haiti has had a checkered history, not only, Mr. Speaker, sir, of coup d'etats, but also of sporadic violence. And it is in keeping with our obligation as a peace-loving country and in keeping with the experience that our police force has, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this country has agreed to be part of the international duty to ensure that we restore peace in Haiti. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am also alive to the fact that Haiti has a Francophone background, given its colonial history. But I'm also alive
Senator Morango.
to the
May the senator be heard in silence, please.
To the preparedness of our forces to undertake the very important duty of maintaining peace in Haiti, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee report was adopted with only a minority dissent from one member of the National Assembly. But that does not mean, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this report is not without support from all the members of the committee. I strongly second the report by the chair, Mr. Speaker, sir, and it is time, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this country is recognized as one of the lead countries in the community of nations in the world. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Senator Boni, take your seat. Now, Senator Mazai, you may proceed to your seat, please. You are fairly busy this afternoon, Senator Mazai. Thank you. Now, honorable senators, before I propose the question, I had a pending ruling to deliver, so allow me to deliver that. Then we proceed with the question. Honorable senators, as you may recall, at the sitting of the Senate held on Tuesday, 14th November 2023, several senators rose on points of order pursuant to Standing Order 1051 to require the Senator for Nairobi City County, Senator Edwin Sifuna, to substantiate statements made in the course of debate. The utterances by